Greetings everyone and welcome back to They Are Billions, where in the last episode we... looted is such a harsh word. We liberated treasures from the Alpha Communications Center, and in this episode we are moving on to Hunter's Meadow, along with the knowledge to build expert workshops and cereal farming, so we can now build farms. Now they may well come in very, very handy, considering the Hunter's Meadow's objective is simply to get a colony population of 600. There doesn't seem to be any swarms or anything particularly bad here, it's just we've got a time limit, so okay. Now, the workshop and the farms are going to both help in their own way. The workshop is actually a prerequisite to farms. I believe it's a research building. And also, by just having the workshop, we can now build cottages, wooden cottages. Well, we're going to have to research them again. Stone, right. Well, I'm almost certain that it's going to require stone. Where would it be? Not in the military, that makes sense. Wood workshop. No, actually straight up just wood. Okay, this is something we need to make a beeline for, but before we do anything else, we need a couple of homes. And also a little bit of an expansion. Now we're going to need. It's going to take a little bit of time. Now we want to just kind of scout out our immediate surroundings where we can. Unfortunately, the train is already here, which is not particularly useful for us. Mission level. The level of the mission is an indicator of the difficulty and complexity. Very well. Retire the current mission and return to the campaign. Oh, okay. So we can just. Attention. Is that the same as like saving and coming back? Because I wouldn't mind that. You are going to pay me for this, right? Being able to split up the missions would actually come in very handy. Right. Let's expand out to the south if we can. Ooh. Is that their iron? It is their iron. Marvelous. I approve. Oh, you've spotted someone. Don't split up, please. Don't split up. Our soldiers are in trouble. Really? I told you not to split. I told you not to split up. Why? Why do you make me? It hurts. It hurts when my rangers let each other die. Roger that. Oh well. Attention. These are things that happen. Right, Hunter's Cottage. Ooh, 21 in there. Or 18 and... Look, as I mentioned before, sometimes it's better to take two slightly less options than one very much more option, because, well, obviously, two these cottages is much better than 121. So it's 18 and a 19 versus a 21. I am 100% on board with that. I can't believe we already lost a bloody ranger. That has hobbled us a little bit. I'm getting a little bit worried about this, actually. What's up? See, now the problem is, if I want to explore, I have to explore with two people, rather than the much more ideal three. Right, we'll pop this on. That spot almost looks like it was designed... Ooh, what's this down there? Please, not a Doom City. No, not a Doom City. I approve. What is this? That is 10 stone. I approve. Let's just pop up here for now. Yeah. And then move down there and kill off anything else. Now, what do I need? How much stone do I need for that? 20, of course. I just need wood here. Alright. I'd also like to expand out my area if I can. Wherever I can. Oh, can I not place this down? No. Need a lot more gold for that, unfortunately. Okay. I'm a little bit concerned. I am a little bit concerned that I'm leaving this area kind of open. Now, one thing you could do... Straight to the heart. Is just to add a little bit of longevity to the building. You can just kind of give them a little bit of a wooden cladding. Not a full item around it, but just a tiny little bit. Just enough that... But be quick. Should something attack, it'll probably wail on the wall for a little bit before it can do anything else. And that is honestly all you need sometimes. Could we squeeze this down here? I wouldn't mind this entire little area down there, frankly. I would like some more food too. And of course, I would like some more workers. Lots more workers, ideally. That'll do. Let's pop down a little bit of wall there. Right, there we go.
Are there other units to
We are probably going to try and very heavily use this whole little forest here.
task. Gotcha.
You're
Take
possibly
my
going to
arrows.
be a problem for me. We are going to set up a quarry, just probably right away, honestly. I want a lot more rangers. We aren't likely to be having any, or at least as far as I'm aware, any swarms, but that doesn't mean we're not going to have enemies poking at us from time to time. So having a nice big healthy group of archers around to deal with that is probably a wise move. Let's pop this. Sure, we can have a couple of these. Just one. Oh man, I've offset them. That will annoy me more than it should. I realize that that's on me. That particular mental little bit of frustration. That's all my doing. Still, it will annoy me a lot. I could put this down there just to isolate this, and maybe I will eventually. But right now, honestly, I'm more interested in just kind of exploring and trying to keep this place sealed off. Quarry? 2, 3, 5, 5, 4. Do I have a 3 and a 4? I think I can, actually. It's going to be costly, but that is nice. That is very nice. I approve of that. And we only need a little bit of stone to be able to get that last bit. I'm getting a little worried about my power. Let's get a windmill down.
What do you want now?
And you can stop pushing in that direction quite as much. I really am getting a bit concerned about this area over here. You know what? How about I just pop down a wee wall? Just a wee one. A tiny, tiny, ditty little wall that will keep this area from getting overrun should I, forget about it for a while. 13 there will be quite nice. I mean, ultimately having more rangers and less reliance on static defense is a better option in my opinion. Oh, really? I could have put that there all along? Well, that can go then. Because frankly, I would much rather have this wall going up and around these houses. Now we can tuck it in there. I just don't like having houses, specifically houses undefended.
Oh, more orders.
Things outside of my citizens don't bother me as much. But having my citizens undefended, that feels like gross negligence on my part as the commander. Do we want more? We've got enough. Oh, actually, no, we don't have enough anymore. Can we perhaps squeeze in 16, 17? Yeah, I'll go for a 17 down there. We are going to need to expand this out a bit, though. Sure, we'll pop that in there. There we are. Got to keep you guys on the move, though. It's a fairly small map, honestly. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It is a fairly small map. We should be able to build this soon. It may take us a little bit more. Oh! I see you over there. No! I refuse. We're making too much noise with the quarry. I should have figured that out. Quarry is of course going to be a loud one. Okay, they are prodding the colony. I had hoped that we would not have too much of that to worry about, but okay. Let's get a few little spots here and there. Just an initial defense that our rangers can manage. This corner is now defended. I need you over there right now. Down here. Yeah, we need to get over here and then straight down. In fact, you go down there right away. And then I'll send your sisters along as soon as they dealt with their problem. Okay. That should be fine for the most part. That's okay. Oh dear. I did not notice whatever happened over there, but we've just lost 2 buildings. That is a problem because it does make freshly killed zombies and they are faster and a little bit stronger. Oh, really? Not like this. Right, there we go. Let's try and clear that out. That is a very big problem. These do not have much health. They go down pretty bloody hard. Right, let's repair everything. That is a problem. That is quite the issue. Especially as we now need to repair that before we can place anything else
You are
there.
going to pay me for this, right?
Let's get those walls back up. This is the problem.
What?
Is
Okay.
we are making a little bit too much noise, it seems. And that is causing me some small issues.
You again.
That being said, no wonder... Oh, no.
What's up?
I need
Any
someone over there
infected
right now.
around?
Go. And we'll build out these walls to connect these two points. And then I can stop worrying about this side a little
Yeah.
bit. And I can focus my rangers mostly on this area. We do, however, have enough. If we can just get
More orders.
enough wood
Are there
together,
other units to
we
bother?
should be okay.
You again.
Could you please
Are you
stop
sure?
patrolling? There we go. And
new
you can stop
task.
patrolling down.
Is that all?
I will...
So-
actually, you know what? You can patrol on this side. I'm going to turtle. There's nothing wrong with turtling. It is a valid strategy. It's been employed for many, many moons. And I shall employ it for many more. But we do need to seal up this side a little bit. It is a bit of a problem right now for me. 2 towers with archers in them would probably be sufficient to guard that entire side if I wanted to. We have enough workers. We've got a decent amount of food as well. Maybe, actually, maybe that is something worth looking into. Definitely you're going to be a problem for me, though. Could we get a second one? No, it's going to take me a while to build the second. How much do we need for this? We can build that right away. Well, then right away we shall build it. I think that is a no-brainer. Let's get that down. It is a big building. It's going to take us a long time to fix it up, but it will be well worth it when we're protected on this edge. If I just draw out a little connection there, then we should be pretty solid, and this little cluster of houses would be safe as well. I could then just wait until we've got enough archers to deal with things. Ooh, I've dropped down to 0 workers. That is not grand. Well, actually, once these are built, we should be okay. I tell you, we should be okay. That train pathing is a bit of a problem, though. Simply because it is causing a little bit of issue for my people moving through that area. I would sort of like this all the way out there if I could. Yeah, let's go ahead and expand out there if we can. Got some damage, but it's not too much. Let's get... No, we're not getting any more, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would like you to start patrolling here, separate, and we should be reasonably okay
You are
at this stage.
right?
You're able to guard this area fairly well. What I lack now are the workers. So it's just a matter of getting some more workers. We've got a decent chunk of actual food, so we should be able to... Well, one more. And at that point, we don't strictly need this as I'm absorbing this into the central area. Now, here we go. Farms produce enormous amounts of food. Absolutely stupendous amounts, which should be very, very good for us. Yep, workers are the only thing we're waiting on. When's the next train? Here we are. Perfect timing. And once we've got that in here, then we can start looking forward to building up a farm. Well, it's going to take us a little bit to get that going, but for the time being, we're just going to play it cool. We're on day 8, hour 12, and we've got a population of 98. We're 1/6 towards our goal, and I see no particular reason to poke the enemy if they're not poking me. I think we're gonna have a poke and let poke policy over here for now. On the plus side, my archers are probably getting a decent bit of training here. I wouldn't mind it if you hang tight down here, though, because that seems like there's a few scallywags that want to come in there. I'd rather they didn't if we could avoid it.
You are going to pay me for
Let's
this,
get
right?
you up there as well, and you can come down. There we are. We'll have 2 patrolling this area, and you can generally swing by up top. The fact you have to leave the colony to get up there is a little bit of a problem, but it isn't the worst one. There we go, farms. Let's have a quick look. There we are. Now, even there, which is a non-ideal location, is going to produce stupid amounts. Let's go ahead and plonk this right in the middle there. And look at those fields. Glorious. I approve. Right, with that, we're going to be able to start growing very, very rapidly. The next thing we can research, can we already afford it? We can. Marvellous. We'll be able to upgrade our buildings as well. Okay, this is a pretty happy day. I'm going to be honest. Very, very pleased with it. We are going to continue expanding out, though, where we can. I do need to push out a little bit more, if I'm able. I wonder if I can still plonk down this, though. I can. So, yeah. Let's get a little tower over here. It might impact the amount of food coming in from the farm, but honestly, as you can already tell, farms produce stupid amounts, so I don't think we're going to need that. I could have 3 around here, and eventually we'll get all of those going. Let's, in fact, get 3 rangers to go in them. I see no reason not to. And whilst we're building up, I'm just going to continue building out all of these homes. Okay. Things are looking on the up, people. Technology research finished. We can now upgrade these. It takes, oh wow, a lot of energy. Whew. I hadn't budgeted for that, I'll be honest. Alright, we're going to need a little bit more wood to build a mill. Very well. You can go ahead and occupy that tower. As you can see, I'm going for a pretty basic turtle strategy, taking up as much room as I need, and then fortifying quite heavily the areas around it. It's not a very bold strategy. Yeah, that's true. I don't care. It is a strategy that will work. And I want to win. Basically, I see nothing wrong with this particular method. So we're going with it.
A new task.
You can probably, at this point, just patrol this little area.
What?
And you can go and occupy this.
You are going to pay me for this,
there we are.
right?
We've got a bunch of people just occupying a few towers.
Okay.
This is going to hold pretty well for us, honestly. As long as we don't get any large swarms, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about. I am very, very pleased with that indeed. On that note, I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of rangers out there, but let's focus on our energy concerns first. Is there any way I can kind of squeeze this in? Doesn't look like I'm going to be that fortunate, unfortunately. Okay, I suppose I can just pop another one down there then. And eventually we're going to get another quarry right over there. Ah, that's going to be grand. Yeah, things are going well. Famous last words. Okay, time for us to start upgrading our one cottage. Now this, let's have a look. Upgrades to a cottage doesn't actually tell me what it'll give, but this tent gives 4 workers. The cottage gives 8, so it doubles the capacity of our cottages. That's actually quite wonderful. And with that being said, it doesn't actually appear that I've increased my my workers that much. I'll be honest with you. Still, we should be able to just continually push this forward and grow our population. Oh no! These give 2 workers. These give just 4. So yeah, it's a straight up double. So for 8 people, you'll get 4 of them will be able to join the workforce. Alright, well, we are on day 13, and we've got a lot more people that we need. We've got a reasonable amount of homes here, but we could always do with more. And if we can, I need to start expanding out. There's this whole forest there, and this whole forest here, and definitely a little forest down there. Our core is, well, it's as safe as it's going to, well, it could easily be made. In fact, let's start getting out there. We need to be outside. We need to be expanding, claiming more territory, specifically the forest, because wood is our bread and butter in this mission. I'm seeing a little forest up there, but it's very far up. This one is probably the one I'm going to expand down to. We could possibly isolate here as well. We could even go for the iron, just so that we've got some soldiers
My
if
bow
we
and arrows are
really
ready.
want to. That's not necessarily a bad idea, frankly. But at the moment, it just looks like we're playing the waiting game, unfortunately. I know, not exactly the most entertaining, but it is definitely reasonably safe. And we're already up to 142 population. But again, we're almost at 1/4 of our time limit. So no rest for the wicked, I'm afraid.
My bow and arrows.
Okay, we've managed to cut a path all the way to the side over here, and I'm fairly certain that we are going to be expanding down, as the next thing that we need is simply more food. We've got a decent amount of energy, we've got plenty of workers, we are
you sure?
spewing out rangers as a result, as they only require workers, wood and gold, and we will be building... Oh, what needed to be repaired there? I'm not sure what was damaged, but something managed to get broken. That's not great news. But we need to expand out and isolate some more areas so that we can safely build a little farming area down here. We're also going to need more energy as time goes on as well. Something's definitely taking a chunk of damage.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Okay, yeah, we've got a couple of enemies poking the walls down there. It's not grand, but it's not awful either. Right, I'm not going to expand out until I have a decent perimeter set up. We'll probably come down a little bit further than this, though that can be a gate. You know what? Sure, we'll come all the way down to this corner down there. We'll place in a tower there, a tower in the middle maybe. I'm not entirely certain on that one, but we will see.
What?
Right, draw back a little bit. There's no reason for you to take damage there. You can patrol this area for now.
Not wasting my time.
We have got a couple of enemies over there, so I'm
My
not
bow and arrows are ready.
entirely confident with just leaving one person, one tower there, but these should be able to hold it. And at this point, you should be able to keep this place safe. We just need a bit of extra wood, and we should be fine. But this is a reasonable little group down here that I'm not particularly happy to see, if I'm perfectly honest. We just need one more wood, so I need to hold off on building any more defenses. Right, there we go. We've got a little bit more, and that should be enough for us to get down a farm. And if we pop that farm in there, we will get a... We're going to put it here, because that will allow me to be sneaky. Oh, can I not? Will it not allow me? Ah, damn it, I was trying to be sneaky anyway. I thought I could maybe sneakily get a little bit of extra... hunting there, but apparently no. Game's too clever for me, unfortunately. Oh well. We can, at the very least, pop this one down there though. And along with that, I'm going to place another mill as soon as I can. Right, we're going to want to start expanding out in this direction reasonably aggressively, but again, wood is going to be our restriction here. I don't think we need all of you down here, but I would like it if you were all just over there, just until we fully isolate this area. Archers are more than capable of dealing with what we're fighting at the moment, so I'm not too worried, but I'm going to be honest, if I start building out houses, it only requires a momentary lapse of concentration, and we could lose the game, because once that infection spiral starts, it is really, really hard to slow it down. You can. Don't take that as a doom and gloom, you know, the game's over the moment something goes wrong. It is not. But you have to work a lot harder, and I just want to relax right now. Oh, my lord. Right, let's get all of this built out as well. Yeah, we're going to be waiting on wood. What is going to be our restriction there? Can we be super cheeky? Can I just super cheeky? Can't quite get in there. Really? See, the problem is I'm certain that's going to be a decent place to put it. Okay, pull back. Don't take damage for no good reason. Really? I said not to talk about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to pop this down about there. That should allow our walls to completely connect as well, which is what I want, ultimately, anyway. Right, so with that, I'm feeling more confident. We can happily start upgrading the cottages we've got. We can now just straight up build cottages as well. But we are almost 1/3 of the way through. And, I mean, I guess I'm 1/3 of the way towards the population that I need as well. So, I guess it's not as bad as it could be, but it's also certainly not good. I'd like you to hang out there for now. Really? Okay, now you're just being mean. There's no need. No need. My goodness. Right, let's start popping down these cottages wherever we can. They are more expensive. And we do still need to wait for the train for these. That is something I didn't appreciate before. I was like, oh, these cottages aren't really giving me much of a population improvement, I'll be honest. And then it was like, oh, wait, yeah, the train hasn't arrived yet. My bad, everyone. Right, we can get 4 there. Well, no, we'll go with the 5. We go with the 5. Oh, no.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
That's because you were being mean. You mocked my idea. And so I purposefully let you down. No, I didn't. I took my ass off the prize, but shh. Karma. That's not how karma works. Right, let's... Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Don't... No.
Yeah.
Let's continue to try and wipe this little area out if we can, please, and thank you.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
I mean...
What?
I kind of feel that I'm paying you with your life. I'm building a safe haven for our people. I don't feel that, realistically, when the option is work or die... Okay. Stop distracting me.
Yes.
I'm making silly tactical decisions.
Gotcha.
I mean, at this point, I actually do kind of feel they need a bit of danger pay.
Better be good.
Yeah, we can lead them back to the walls, where I've got a couple of other archers who will be able to handle it. How's everything going over there? It's reasonably well.
What?
Could you head down and just protect that area for me? There we go. And we'll pop down a door there, and then the last little bits of walls, and the keep is enclosed. Happiest of days. But I do need a lot more ranges now. Unfortunately, we had an accident. An oopsie, one might say. And, yeah. Need replacements, please? Well, this forest looks like a particularly nice expansion possibility, though there are a lot of zombies around here. We're starting to replace our ranger unit numbers, but still not exactly where I want them. Our housing numbers, however, are getting very, very nice to look at. We are generally only expanding into cottages now. We've upgraded all of the previous huts, though energy is becoming a concern, one that I am going to have to address. I could sneak this in right there, actually. Sure, I see no reason not to. Can I sneak one down here? Yes, I can, so I will. There we go. That should give us plenty of energy for further expansions. It is honestly just the cost of building the cottages now that is the problem. And that is why I am looking to expanding into wooded areas. We really do need that those sawmills up and running. Hey, I mean the secret's in the name, really. It's the wood workshop, so you know, it's not exactly like we're going to be building out of iron. Interestingly, I could build soldiers, but honestly, I'm not sure I need them. If we just keep adding more rangers to my numbers, we should be okay. And if ever it comes a time that we have a particular press on the walls, I can just send more... Oh, I can't fit that one in there. I can just send more archers back to man the towers, and that should be good enough, I think. There we are, getting a nice little gaggle of veteran archers as well. I don't think we're going to change them around. I don't think there's much of a need, honestly. I'm fine with having inexperienced archers holding the walls, because generally speaking, not many rangers ever get back to the walls to cause me any problems there. We are going to need more food, though. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. We could squeeze this in there. But we'll get 84 if I pop it there. Sure. I'm happy for that. And it looks like we are starting to clear out this entire side, which I'm very, very pleased to see. We are just a little bit over halfway there, and we are not even halfway through in terms of time. So, yeah, okay. Not too bad so far, but we are definitely going to have to start pushing out in this direction a little bit more aggressively, I think. Another farm, I think, is well in order. We could get 84 here if I place it down. And it still leaves me enough room to pop down a bit of power as well. And I think we're going to go for that. Let's get an extra windmill up and running. I know I'm going to need it, so I might as well. And some more rangers, please. Keep them rolling. Oh dear, we've got a little bit of a press on the walls at the top there. I don't think it's necessarily anything particularly difficult for us to deal with, but still, that's a fair number of sets compared to what we're usually seeing. They will eventually break through that before we're able to take it out with a single archer. So on that note, this is the first time I've seen a large press of zombies attack any direction. I will leave one of my veterans there to help out a little bit more with those numbers. However, I don't really want to be up in this direction defending. Realistically, I want to be down here because I want to isolate this forest so that I can build some more sawmills around it. Though that being said, I haven't even finished this one. That is probably a good point that I should address. Thank you very much, game, for pointing that out. Without you, I wouldn't have noticed that I wasn't actually making use of the resources that you'd given me to start with. My lord. Okay, we're up to 454 colonists. We are very fast approaching our objective, and we're only approaching the halfway mark in terms of the time. I have mostly isolated this area, though not completely, and it does still leave me a little bit worried about it, but not too terribly worried, I'll be honest, though I just angered a bunch of fast zombies. Well, that was clever of me. No, we should be okay, I think, for the most part. Especially if we put that down right there and then build up walls around it. There we go. That should be more than good enough for us. We've got a small village popping up around here. Honestly, it is still, and probably will remain, wood that is limiting our ability to expand out, but generally speaking, we're doing okay. I've got my main group currently exploring some bits and bobs and doodads. I approve. If you could wander down there, some food, not bad, and some stone as well. But a lot of Zeds. And the more we poke them, the more they're inclined to poke the city. But honestly, with our forces there, we're not really in any particular threat from the zombies over there. Most of the areas that I expand to at this point will probably be purely for building up our homes. Though, that having said that, actually, we probably need some more power again. I am running out of that a little bit, unfortunately. I'm actually reasonably pleased that we didn't need to use soldiers for this. Though, in a way, I'm almost... I don't know. I'm kind of seesawing between happy and sad because it kind of makes it feel like soldiers aren't really useful. Though, honestly, if there were swarms going on, then soldiers would be the ones that I would want. Simply because they can deal with very, very large presses of units, whereas it's a little bit more awkward to do when you've just got rangers. Rangers are quiet. They're very good for exploring the map. Soldiers are tanky and they can explore the map, and they can take quite a beating when they do, but they're slower to do it, and they let every zombie know what they're doing because their guns are so loud. It's very much like 7 Days to Die. You use a bow and arrow or a crossbow if you want to be a stealth zombie assassin, and use a gun if you want to wake up every sleeper in the entire town that you're currently looting. Now, I'd like to see where we sit with our homes after this. Let's see what you do. We have got 554. That is, sorry, 542. My lord, I can count, I swear. What we're likely going to do then, in that case, is I think push up near by the iron, but not actually the iron, and just occupy this little area. I see no particular reason to go elsewhere, really, given the situation. I think we're quite able to expand out here very, very nicely. And on that point, let's have my my ranger expansion heading down here as well.
Let me put an arrow in this
We'll continue to recruit as many as we can, where we can, but there are a number of zombies still active in this little area, so I need to clear those out rather aggressively. Otherwise, that's again, you don't want to have to deal with a cascade of zombies. It's as frightening as it sounds. Actually, we won't have this one there. There's no need. We've got plenty of defensive structures nearby. We should be good, I think. I could go ahead and just unlock the soldiers just for the sake of it at this point, I suppose. But I don't really think we need them. And I don't think they would necessarily be the best unit to have in this particular engagement. Again, they're great at dealing with swarms. Not so great for just random moving around. I think it would cause more problems than it would solve, really. As soon as that is built, we can finish off this little wall and start building out more cottages in here. I'm going to wait to do that until I have the wall complete. Again, there's no reason to rush. Absolutely no reason to rush. There we go. And now we can just start placing down lots of these as wood allows. Thankfully, we've got a decent amount coming in. So I'm just going to send my Ranger Expeditionary Force off to start wiping things out. I believe getting to 600 really is the only I almost clicked on the tire there. The only objective here. And so far, so good.
Yeah.
I'm liking this a lot. Let's see what we can do.
Better be good.
Let's swing on down here.
Sure.
There we go. Right, let's have a look. No, we just need more food. So let's go ahead and pop down a single farm there, maybe. I could possibly pop one over there as well. How many of them are there? There are really not enough to worry me about that. I mean, we're starting to see a few moving down, and that's probably in retaliation for me poking them. Honestly, we've upset the hornet's nest, as the case may be. But generally speaking, they're just a single ranger is enough to deal with them. Yeah. Thank you. We don't have any new houses. Well, we've got a couple of new houses, but not enough for us to push us over. With this one farm, we may well have, though. Yeah, we probably do. I think that was 84. So that's basically 84 more population that we can have. Yeah, sure. It's not the most efficient way to place your buildings, but we can. I see no particular reason not to.
A new task.
Let's swing on down and continue to clear this up. I wonder if we did clear up all of the zombies on the map, whether that would then, whether more would spawn over time. It's quite possible they would, but at the same time, I've got a funny feeling that maybe they wouldn't. Maybe it would just reward us for being thorough. Then the question begs: is it more efficient to clear the entire map first, and then start building up your city when you don't have to worry too much about protecting your colonists, or is it better to do that later? Building completed. Interesting question, that one. Let's see, can I place down another farm, perhaps? I can't really place them right next to the ones that already exist. No. So the best thing that I can put in here, honestly, is probably another windmill. There we go, and then maybe one down in this corner as well, just for the sake of it. There we go. I'm not certain, but well, actually, we've got quite a lot of food there, but this may push us over the amount. There we go. Not too bad. Day 33, so halfway through. Not bad at all. Final score, 100. Hooray. Okay, well, that actually took me the better part of an hour. It was a slow mission, but a fun one, in my opinion. Okay, the weapons factory, and another swarm. Okay, well, unless the weapons factory gives us somewhere else to go, that is probably going to be the last place that we can go. That's a difficulty 2 mission. Ooh, that's the first of the difficulty 2 missions. Interesting. But we've got 160 points that I'm actually very, very eager to use. Now, we could go for commerce. Can buy and sell resources. Automatically sells excess resources produced. Reduces the food needs of surrounding dwellings. Now, that one could be good. Reinforced armor. Soldier armor increased. Reinforced projectiles. Ranger attack damage increased. Mechanized weapons. New building. The Great Ballista. That one is very, very tempting. Concrete all the way down there. We'd need a lot of points to get to that. Whereas as long as we can get 100 points, we could get the Great Ballista after this. Attack tower. Attacks nearby enemies by shooting large arrows. Now, that is very, very nice. Extra building at the beginning of the mission, the Great Ballista. Okay. But it was the barricades that I wanted, and I do feel these are super useful. But I am quite interested in getting the Great Ballista. Mechanized storage, basic supplies, gold transportation. Wood transportation, that one's also quite nice. There's lots of things you can go for. There are a lot of reasons to go for pretty much everything, really. But we're going to be going with the barricades. There we are. And next up, I honestly think we will be going for the mechanized weapons. Getting the Great Ballista will be a big, big help for us. Let me know down in the comments whether you think we should go for the Great Ballista or whether you think we should invest elsewhere. But that's going to be it from me. I really do hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.